Red, White, and Royal Blue was a fantastic movie that left fans craving more. The relationship between Henry and Alex is truly unique, and it took a lot of scenes to bring it to life. Unfortunately, many of these scenes didn't make it into the final 2-hour film. These scenes are so captivating that they may leave you wondering why they weren't included in the final film.
When you told me on our first night together that you couldn't let anyone fall in love with you, did you really mean that?
One memorable deleted scene takes place before the raft scene, where Henry opens up about his reluctance to let anyone fall in love with him. This scene goes on for about 3 minutes as Henry further explains the reason why he wouldn't allow anyone to love him by telling the story of a young prince with his heart on the outside, protected by armor.
Once upon a time, there was a young prince who was born in a castle. And there had never been a prince quite like him.
The narrative, which initially had a light and enjoyable tone, took an emotional turn as Henry expressed how the peasant boy made sincere efforts to dismantle the protective armor guarding the prince's heart.
The prince's armor began to fall away, piece by piece, until all that was left was the piece of armor protecting his heart.
While this scene is emotionally charged, it might have felt out of place coming before the raft scene. Matthew stated that the content of this scene was already familiar or anticipated by the fans, and he also disclosed that its length was excessive and impeded the development of the love story. The director said, "The speech ran over a page and a half in the shooting script, and Nick performed it beautifully in a single extended take that we then got coverage on for the end." Then he added that it was so painful for him to delete this scene, just as so many viewers hated not to have seen it. It appears that there are numerous additional scenes that were cut from the movie. In an Instagram post, Red, White, and Royal Blue director Matthew Lopez gave fans an extended scene that didn't make the final cut of the movie but was featured in the best-selling novel of the same name by Casey McQuiston. It's called the Cornetto Scene.
It's a disaster. Nora, not even Meryl Streep could pretend to like Henry.
The scene takes place after the cake disaster and is the first time Alex Claremont-Diet and Prince Henry are face-to-face with each other in a more casual setting. Alex is staying over at Kensington Palace the night before the pair are set to make press appearances regarding the incident. To prove they're friends, the two engage in playful banter, and Henry advises Alex to put in more effort to make their friendship appear convincing.
Don't worry, Your Majesty. You're dealing with a professional.
In response, Alex shares a photo of their hands resting on the Cornetto box on social media and mentions the prince in the post. This quickly garners thousands of likes.
Nothing goes better with leftover cake than ice cream with my good pal.
Although the scene carried emotional weight and significance in the novel, the director explained that it was deliberately omitted from the film. In a recent interview with Teen Vogue, Lopez clarified that the scene was removed to maintain the narrative tension between the characters and to uphold the pacing of the movie. Weirdly, the Cornetto scene actually relieved some of the tension between them. I was like, look, if you take the Cornetto scene out, then the tension from that first scene remains when they go into the interview scene. He continued, the Cornetto scene is charming. But we also understood, narratively speaking, it was unnecessary. And more to the point, it sapped the tension out. What truly contributed to Henry and Alex's strong romantic connection was the remarkable chemistry and mutual respect shared by the actors Nicholas Galitzine and Taylor Perez.
Always erect.
Okay, 1 second. Settle.
Their off-screen camaraderie, which unfortunately didn't make it into the final film, will keep you amused as you watch the interview scene that comes after the deleted one. The excitement the actors experienced while filming was just as palpable for the fans. Lopez also confirmed that there was never a 3-hour version of the film, despite fan rumors, and that there are more deleted scenes.